Welcome back everyone to Property Zone's YouTube channel. Once again, I am Dhruv Vindrani and today we are standing in Mudon and we are going to explore the last residential plot which is of townhouses called Mudon Al Ranim. In this video, I'm going to show you around its beautiful parks, what the community holds and the townhouses that are there and their finishings as well. And while we explore the beautiful community of Mudon Al Ranim, I'm also going to tell you what the current market of Mudon Al Ranim holds. Before we fully dive in, let's understand a bit about Mudon Al Ranim. Mudon Al Ranim was launched in Q2 of 2022 by the master developer Dubai Properties, launching them in 8 phases, out of which Mudon Al Ranim 1 and 2 are handed over and phase 3 is handing over as we speak through November. The rest of the phases from 4 to 8 are going to start next year by Q2. Location-wise, Mudon Al Ranim is positioned on a prime piece of land with excellent connectivity across all major highways. You get easy entry and exit points from both Hessa Street and Al Qudra Road, linking you directly to Emirates Road as well as the Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street. One of the big advantages here is how quickly you can get around. Just 15 minutes away to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road and 20 minutes away to Al Khail Road, and roughly the same to Dubai Hills Mall. Mudon Al Ranim sits within the larger Mudon community, which already has several established townhouse and villa clusters like Arabella 1, 2 and 3, as well as Rahat, Naseem and Salam. And just above Mudon, you've got Damak Hills, plus other well-established neighbouring communities like Arabian Ranches 2, Sustainable City and of course Town Square. All of these bring even more retail, dining and leisure options on top of what Mudon already has to offer. Within Mudon itself, you've got a fully functioning community centre featuring F&B outlets, health and beauty services and a range of retail stores, including a Giant supermarket for everyday convenience, which we'll explore later. For healthcare, you're just 10 minutes away from 2 major facilities, Aster Medical Center and Saudi German Clinic. And in terms of malls, you're just 20 minutes away from Dubai Hills Mall, 30 minutes away from Mall of the Emirates, around 40 minutes to Business Bay and Downtown, and roughly 35 minutes to Dubai Marina and JBR. And also, we have a school coming up within Mudon itself called the Ash International School, which is going to get ready soon. Now let's take a moment to see what actually living in Mudon feels like. We'll explore the Mudon side first and then explore Mudon Al Ranim to see the new parks. But Mudon is a family-driven community and is known for its beautiful gardens. Right behind me, you have the kids' obstacle courses, and throughout the whole park, you have basketball courts, paddle courts, even a community pool and football pitches and a dedicated dog park too. Which means that this community is a very lively community and, as I said, a family-driven one. And just 5 minutes away, we have the community center, which has your Giant supermarket and your other needs, which we'll explore. As we enter the community center, you can see a lot of parking available for the residents of Mudon. And coming to the main area of the community center, on the left side you have your nursery, which is the Blossom Nursery. In the middle you have the Fitness First and also a small park available for you to chill. And the right side is the main retail area where you have Starbucks and your F&B outlets. And let's go inside and check that out. And now as we enter inside the community center, you have a lot of retail outlets inside. On the right side, you have your first F&B, which is the restaurant. Then you have your opticals shop as well, an area where you can repair your electronics, your Starbucks for your morning coffee needs, and your Baskin Robbins as well. The Giant supermarket, as I was talking of. And upstairs, if we go, we have a tutoring club, which is for your children. Now, yours depends, but we'll just go and have a look upstairs as well. Now, on the right-hand side, you have your tutoring club, and on the left-hand side, you have a King's College Medical Center, and straight down you go, you have your male and female prayer area as well. So that was the community center, and we have understood what Mudon looks like. Now let's go to Mudon Al Ranim to see the new parks and how living in Mudon Al Ranim will actually feel like. Now that we're inside Mudon Al Ranim, we're sitting inside the green belt which connects phases 1 to 4. You'll see volleyball courts, paddle courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, you have your football pitch, you have a dedicated dog park as well within the community. Now you'll think, what about the phases 5 to 8? Phase 5 and 6 is connected with the same kind of belt as well, and phases 7 and 8 too. You have community pools which are within this green belt, which means you have access to pools within the community. Alright, so that was the glimpse of what living in Mudon Al Ranim feels like. Now let's talk about the part which everyone wants to know, the pricing. Let's move into what Mudon Al Ranim actually offers in terms of homes first, then we look at the prices. There are 4 main types of properties within the community. You have 3 and 4 bedroom townhouses and the similar kind but with an additional family lounge on the top, making it a G+2 structure. And just to give you context, these prices what I'm about to mention are for the ready phases. The off-plan phases today are more or less in the same range, maybe slightly cheaper, but roughly comparable depending on what phase and what's the location of theirs. In the earlier launches, the 3-bedroom townhouses started at a price of 1.9 million dirhams, with the 4-bedroom townhouses starting roughly around 2.4. And with every phase, what Dubai Properties has done is increase the price of each unit by 100,000 for both the types. So by the time you were at phase 8, the starting prices for a 3-bedroom townhouse were around 2.6 million dirhams and for a 4-bed was around 3.2 million dirhams. Since then, prices appreciated significantly, roughly 70% on average, pushing today's Mudon townhouse market well above the 3 million mark. For the ready phases right now, 3-bedroom townhouses typically are in the range of 3.1 to 3.5 million dirhams, whereas the 4 bedrooms are between 4.2 to 4.4 million dirhams. These numbers are of course based on several factors like the exact location of the unit within the community, the plot size, its proximity to parks as well. If a unit ticks all the boxes like larger plot and park facing and has reasonably good sunlight, prices can go up noticeably higher. One of the strongest selling points that I would like to add about Mudon Al Ranim townhouse is the privacy. None of the units are actually back to back, which means you're not sharing any wall with someone and you're not directly looking into their backyard. Every row has a walking lane, which we call a sikka, separating the townhouses, which gives everyone an added layer of space and privacy that you don't see in many of the communities in Dubai. Coming back to the property types, the prices I mentioned earlier were for the G+1 structures. The G+2 townhouses, which include the extra family lounge and terrace on the second floor, naturally come at a premium. The 3-bed G+2 townhouses range anywhere from 3.8 to 4 million dirhams, while the 4-bedroom G+2 options can go anywhere between 4.9 to 5 million dirhams, with larger plots being even higher in the price. Now, considering everything about Mudon Al Ranim, the prices, the location, the amenities and the community, we can see why that the prices are still very competitive compared to the other master planned communities within the same corridor, and that's why Mudon Al Ranim sold out quickly. And let's just not talk numbers. Instead of that, we'll walk into a 3-bedroom townhouse in Mudon Al Ranim Phase 3 to see what the value is of this townhouse. Heading inside the 3-bedroom townhouse over here, on your left you have a small storage area, and coming to the right side, you have your maid's room with an attached washroom, a powder room and a laundry area right over there. Heading outside, you have a spacious living area and a separate dining area right over there. And one of the best things about Mudon Al Ranim is that they have given you fitted appliances within the community. As you can see, these are Smeg appliances, which is an Italian brand, which means that once a tenant wants to move in or even a landlord wants to move in, they will not have to buy the appliances because appliances come at a big cost, which is a very big standout for the community. And after that, we'll go and have a look at all the bedrooms. Heading upstairs, you can see the finishes of the whole house has been done very nicely, and it's been designed in a way where every family can feel like home. You have your master bedroom right over here with a walk-in closet, your spacious area and a balcony attached right over here. It's a beautiful view of the townhouse as well. Coming inside, we'll look at the other 2 bedrooms. The other 2 bedrooms, one is over here with an attached closet as well, and heading to the other one, we also have another attached closet. Now, these both bedrooms share a washroom right over here with a bathtub, which is very well designed. And this particular townhouse we have is for rent, and the owner bought it in an earlier phase, which was Mudon Al Ranim 3, and hence why his return on investment is going to be great, touching up to 8 to 9%. And now we'll head to the area which we all investors want to see, the rental demand and the ROI that we'll get by potentially buying this townhouse. Those who are looking at Mudon Al Ranim from an investment angle, this is where it gets interesting. The same qualities that make this a great end user community are the same factors that drive this community for a strong rental demand and ROI numbers. And to understand that, let's look at the core factors that are driving this community upwards and keeping the rental demand strong. Now, Mudon Al Ranim in general is a very family-driven community, as I have said many times in the video. Mudon gives you privacy, it gives you the greenery, and end users prefer newer townhouse layouts and proper community facilities. End users prefer all of that, and Mudon Al Ranim ticks all the boxes, and hence why vacancy stays low and the units get rented quickly. And a big part of the appeal comes from the design itself. Mudon Al Ranim offers real privacy, no back-to-back townhouses, sikkas separating each townhouse, and large connected green belts in each of the community's phases. It's also less denser compared to other communities which are launching, which makes it instantly stand out in an end user perspective. Another major investor driver is appreciation. Every phase in Al Ranim launched higher than the previous one and still sold out. Early phases appreciated around 60 to 80% on average, and even today, resale values continue to trend upwards. Investors love communities where each phase lifts the value of the earlier ones, and Al Ranim has shown that repeatedly. For investors, this is a huge advantage because connectivity drives the price upwards, which means long-term demand and rental stability. And also, around the whole belt, you have Arabian Ranches 2, Damak Hills, and Nashama Town Square, out of which all of them are already developed. So this is the last residential townhouses plot which is getting ready and is the newest addition to the belt. And speaking of rentals, Mudon Al Ranim is performing extremely well. Investors who bought in the early off-plan phases are comfortably achieving the returns of 8 to 9%. Even the buyers that are buying in the market right now are getting around 5% net, which for a townhouse community in Dubai is exceptionally strong. And for anyone wondering what the current market of the rentals looks like in the community, the 3-bed G+1 townhouses are going anywhere between 175 to 190,000. The 3-bed G+2 townhouses are going anywhere between 220 to 230,000. The 4-bed G+1 townhouses between 230 to 250,000, and the 4-bed G+2 townhouses between 280 to 300,000. With the numbers making a clear case for the community, the next question is, what's the right move for you? That's where I step in. And before we wrap up, if you're someone who's been looking at Mudon Al Ranim, whether from an investment angle or as a future home, this is exactly where I can add value. If you're an investor or even a potential tenant and you want to actually see what the 3-bed and 4-bed layouts feel like, how the community flows, how the parks and the green belts connect, or what kind of privacy each row offers, I'd love to personally take you around and help you choose the right unit for you. If you're someone looking to enter the community, whether as a tenant or a buyer, I currently have 5 to 6 properties across different phases, both for rent and for sale, that I'm actively working on. Whether you're hunting for the best layout, the best row, or something with high appreciation potential, I can help you secure the right one. And for those who already own in Mudon Al Ranim, this part is for you. If you're thinking about selling your unit or even renting it out, I'm already handling multiple units in the community and would be glad to take yours on as well. Especially in a market where demand for quality units in Al Ranim is extremely high. Even if you own in another community and Mudon Al Ranim is now catching your interest more, I can help you sell your current unit and transition into this community smoothly. So no matter which angle you're coming from, investor, end user, tenant, landlord, or a seller, if Mudon Al Ranim is on your mind in any way, I'd love to be a part of that journey and help you make the right choice. Till then, this was Dhruv Vindrani from Property Zone Real Estate. like, share, and subscribe to see more videos like this. And see you guys in the next one.